knew something was wrong the moment my sister looked at me that morning, wrong in a way that felt sharp, electric, like touching a wire you didn't know was stripped bare. But I had no idea then that what she was hiding would tear our family apart, unravel friendships, and expose a truth so twisted it still makes my stomach tighten when I think about it. My name is Lena Walker. I live in Portland, Oregon, and this story begins the day my sister Madeline asked me to be her maid of honor. It was January, cold and gray, the kind of morning where breath hangs in the air like unspoken secrets. We were sitting in her apartment, modern, spotless, every surface arranged with almost obsessive precision. Madeline always lived like she expected a camera crew to walk in any second. She was 32, polished, composed, the kind of woman people described as intimidating in a good way, though I never fully understood what that meant. She handed me a small velvet box, smiling in a stiff, too perfect way. "Open it," she said. Inside was a silver necklace with a delicate pendant, shaped like a crescent moon. Beautiful, expensive, thoughtful. It should have made me cry. Instead, all I felt was confusion crawling up my throat. "Why me?" I asked before I could stop myself. Her smile faltered. "What do you mean? Why you?" she said lightly, but with an undertone I'd learned not to push. "You always said Ava would be your maid of honor." Ava Morales, her best friend since the 6th grade, practically a third sister to us. They used to make promises sealed with friendship bracelets and pinky swears. One of them was that Ava would stand beside her on her wedding day. Madeline blinked at me like I'd reminded her of something she had tried to bury. While she said, tone suddenly cool, "People change." But it wasn't just the words, it was the way she said them. Dismissive, final, almost angry. I didn't press further. I should have. If I had, maybe the entire disaster that followed could have been avoided. But hindsight is cruel. Like, that gives you clarity only when it's too late to use it. The months leading up to the wedding were a blur of cake tastings, dress fittings, floral arrangements, and budget arguments. Madeline controlled every detail with an iron grip hidden under a French manicured smile. But one thing never changed. She refused to explain why Ava wasn't involved. People asked how her cousins, bridesmaids, our mother, even the wedding planner. Madeline brushed them off every time. "She'll be there," she'd say. "She's just busy." Busy Ava, who once took a Greyhound bus for 7 hours to surprise Madeline on her birthday. Busy enough to skip being part of the bridal party. Nobody bought it, but nobody challenged her either, and I idiotically optimistic capped, hoping they'd reconcile before the big day. They didn't. The wedding venue was a renovated winery outside Portland, surrounded by